Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 20 Dortmund career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for love and support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of today's episode, we're quickly going to look at the games that lie ahead. And today's episode is going to be a little bit of a tasty one. We first kick off against Inter Milan for our fourth game in the group stages of the Champions League. Now, we've already faced off against Inter Milan just 2 episodes ago, where we managed to beat them 2-0. So I'm hopeful we can do the same when we come up against them next. Then we face off against FC Bayern Munich, the one team right now after the last episode to be unbeaten in the Premier League. Bayer Leverkusen and Bayern Munich clashed heads, and finally Bayern Leverkusen lost, and Bayern Munich are now the only team to be unbeaten in the Bundesliga. And then we end today's episode with, of course, the simulated game. Of course, we're going to be playing the Inter Milan and Bayern Munich game. The simulated game is going to be against SC Paderborn. I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing that team correctly, SC Paderborn. And it's also at home, so we have a much more likely chance of actually winning that simulated game. But as usual, guys, for my favourite segment of the videos, I know you guys enjoy the gameplay. You might enjoy the start where we talk about what games we're playing. My favourite segment of every single episode right now is looking at the comments that you guys left on the last episode. So as I move over to the comments, first comment coming in from Ethan LFC. You could go and sign Takumi, the RB Salzburg midfielder we could be getting in January. Now, for the Dortmund career mode, I probably wouldn't sign him. Maybe in the Liverpool career mode because it is realistic. And I did tweet out, guys, if you don't follow me on Twitter, it's at MassiveBrad. Cheeky little plug there. I did tweet out the other day that it looks like it's a done deal. His release clause is 7.25 million, and it looks like Liverpool have activated it. It looked like we'd actually activated it and looked to buy him before the game when he actually scored against us. And that's why a clip keeps going round of when this player scored against Liverpool in the Champions League. Klopp was there, smiling, nodding his head, obviously thinking, we're about to get you in January, and you are a sublime player. So I'm very happy that Liverpool might be looking at bringing him in January. So potentially we might look at him in the Liverpool career mode in Season 2, but I think for the Dortmund career mode, maybe not so much. Moving on to the next comment. Coming in from Ben Johnson. I literally can't stand this game anymore, mate, so fair play to you for still playing it. The scripting on the higher difficulties is beyond a joke. Done a Dortmund career mode, and Bayern lost 0 games and only drew once, which was to me. Honestly, can't understand how anyone enjoys this game. EA have ruined it, career mode, completely. And as much as I agreed with Ben, I said that I appreciate that you don't like it, and a lot of you don't like FIFA 20. I've seen a lot of people saying they don't like it and how it's now mapped out. But I appreciate all of you coming back to watch the content. I honestly do. I said that I've got to keep grinding because one day, this hobby right now could become a career. It could become a job. And that's why I've got to keep grinding it out. And although there's parts that do annoy me, like the situation with Bayern never losing, although they finally lost, is Bayern Munich going to be the team to go all season and never lose a game? Potentially, we are playing them for the second game in today's episode. I'm sure we'll find out if they absolutely crucify us like Bayer Leverkusen have. Then pretty much I think we've now got the bogus team that's going to go all season without losing. But for me, I don't just enjoy playing FIFA. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy doing commentaries. I enjoy making videos for you guys to watch at home. So for me, it's not just about playing FIFA. It's about being as entertaining and passionate about something as I possibly can so you guys feel that at home. And a lot of you say, Brad, you're so passionate about FIFA. There's so much energy. And the reason for that, guys, is because when I am passionate or love doing something, I want to put 100% into it. So that's exactly why you guys feel the fire, the passion, the energy from me, because I'm not just doing it for the sake of you guys at home. When I just play FIFA myself, I'm in a room on my own right now in the studio, and I'm shouting and screaming anyway. Although I'm not saying, like, you know, Marco Reus plays it through to Paco Alcácer, I'm not doing commentary, but when I score a whopping goal, I'm throwing my fist in the air, I'm dancing around the room, I'm passionate about what I do. So, especially in front of you guys, I have to make sure that you guys see the real side of me, and that's exactly what you guys do see. Next comment coming in from Ethan LFC. Again, another great video in January. You should look at Vinicius Jr. Ethan, I'm not sure whether you mean for the Liverpool career mode or the Dortmund career mode. For Dortmund, he's certainly a transfer that we could look at, whereas in the Liverpool career mode, we had him in FIFA 19 at Liverpool Vinicius Jr., so I probably wouldn't want to sign anyone that I did in that career mode. Nathan with a comment coming in saying, in the January transfer, you should sign Frankie de Jong. Again, the problem with this is I don't know if people want the Dortmund career mode to be realistic or unrealistic. So when we get to the January transfer window, I'm going to do a straw poll asking you guys, do you want me to keep this career mode realistic or non-realistic? I think some of the signings we've made right now are pretty fair and realistic. I don't think we've had any unrealistic signings that we've brought in. We brought like Soyuncu. Maybe Leicester probably wouldn't sell him, but I think he's a sort of realistic transfer. Marlen, I think Marlen is pretty realistic. Klosterman is an actual transfer listed player for Dortmund in January in real life, so we hit the nail on the head there. And it's Bardi, maybe not too realistic, but still a young player that could come to Dortmund and kind of fits the type of players that Dortmund buy. And then, of course, another comment coming in from Nathaniel, the final comment, saying first. Nathaniel, I'm pretty sure you've been first for the last 3 videos, so congratulations, and keep grinding it out. But talking of grinding, we've now got to get into today's episode where we do face off against Inter Milan for the 4th game, I do believe. Yeah, the 4th game in the Champions League. Now, we're currently joined top with Barcelona. Barcelona are facing off against Slavia Prague, and I fully believe that Barcelona are going to get the win there. So us and Barcelona, I would like to hope, are going to move up to 9 points, leaving Inter Milan and Slavia Prague down on 3. That's with my fingers crossed that we can beat Inter Milan again. I then think for the 5th game, whether it's against Barcelona or Slavia Prague, I'm not too sure. I do believe that if we do get the win for our 5th game, we should then be able to simulate the 6th game and focus on the other 2 games in that episode. But that's a little bit ahead right now. We'd have to see if we're playing Barcelona or Slavia Prague in the 5th game of our Champions League group stage. But let's go ahead and get into this game against Inter Milan. I did mention that we beat them 2-0 just 2 episodes ago. We were actually away from home this time round. We're back at home. So I'm thinking if we can beat them away from home with the home fans behind us, we should certainly cruise this one. But as we all know, anything can happen in football. You can also see that, unfortunately, Paco Alcacer, Marco Reus, Sancho, Akanji and Hummels are not fully fit. But a game like this against Inter Milan in the Champions League, we have to be putting out one of the strongest starting 11. And that's exactly what we've done with the starting 11 out against Inter Milan. We're going with Paco Alcacer up top in the striker position. Marco Reus a little deeper in the central attack and midfield. Then Julian Brandt, Delaney, Witzel and Sancho through the midfield with Schultz, Hummels, Akanji, Klosterman at the back and Roman Berkey between the sticks. Let's get into this game against Inter Milan and hopefully start off today's episode with a win. Come on, black and yellows. Come on, Dortmund. Let's make this happen. I just love Dortmund Stadium. I need to go to a Dortmund game. There's a chance in real life Liverpool will get Dortmund in the next stages of the Champions League. Could I take a trip to Germany to watch that game away from home? Maybe. Maybe. Champions League. I love this. We've been playing well recently with Dortmund. In the last episode, we only suffered 1 defeat, and that was the Bayern never losing. We unfortunately got knocked out of the DFB Pokal. I think we got beat 2-0, unfortunately, but we didn't play poorly. We just didn't have enough chances. But as we get this first half kicked off with Paco Alcacer, let's see what damage we can do to Inter Milan within the first 45 minutes. Sancho into Marco Reus. Paco Alcacer flicks one over the top now, looking for Jadon Sancho, who's going to cut back onto his left foot. Sancho tries to get a shot off. It's a comfortable save for Handanovic. Got to be careful. Is Delaney going to slide in there and catch the player? Delaney with a great tackle, though. We should really do something from this now. Here's Paco Alcacer through to Marco Reus. Into Julian Brandt. Going back through now to Marco Reus. Marco Reus through goal. Keep going. Marco Reus. Benny's here. It's 1-0. Unbelievable. Marco Reus finds the back of the net in the 25th. I like it, I like it, I like it a lot. Little ticky-tacky football. Julian Brandt with a lovely weighted through ball there onto Marco Reus, who slows down his run, thinks about where he's going to put it, and then buries it in that far left bottom corner. On the inside to Paco Alcacer. Marco Reus looking at coming forwards. Play it through there to Schultz. Through now to Marco Reus. Marco Reus looking at putting it in behind. Marco Reus edge of the box. Looks to Ben one. What a goal! The ball fell nicely there to Marco Reus, and he only had one thing, and that was to smash the ball in the bottom right corner with a beautiful finesse. And we do just that. A look for the ball through to Paco Alcacer. It didn't get through. It fell back to Marco Reus. You can see I tried to pass it there. Takes a deflection off Godin, falls back to Marco Reus, and he only had one vision, and that was to tuck it in the bottom right corner with a finesse shot. And that is exactly what we did. Out of the reach of Handanovic. Here comes Reus. Playing it in now to Sancho. Referee! We've got a free kick on the edge of the box, and probably Marco Reus will take this for his hat-trick. Paco Alcacer is over it right now. But yeah, Marco Reus has got the much better free kick stats. Marco Reus going to look to bury this one. Marco Reus going to look to put it in the top right corner. Marco Reus! Wow! Marco Reus bags a hat-trick, but for his third goal, he scores an absolutely insane free kick over the wall, out of the reach of Handanovic. The wall was very poor there, look, nobody jumped. We go through there to Paco Alcacer. Marco Reus now going to pick this ball up and start running at these defenders. Go back through here to Marco Reus. Through and goal, Marco Reus for his fourth. Paco Alcacer. Julian Brandt going to try and get a shot off his offside. Wow, that was nearly 4-0. Inter Milan have really got to start getting themselves together at the back. The ball falls. It falls to Alcacer, who then flicks it onto Julian Brandt, who comes back for the ball. They were lucky it's not 4-0 there. Ball kicked out. When the header, nicely done. Play it through there to Julian Brandt. We were looking to go again there. And this has been a very, very comfortable lead so far. Very comfortable first 45 minutes. And I am going to look now to make some changes in this second half. I think we can start resting some of the players that weren't fully fit. And we're going to do that at half time. So Marco Reus getting a well and truly deserved break for Donny van der Beek. We're also going to bring Marlen on for Paco Alcacer. I think the last move is going to be switching. Oh, hold on. Can Guerra play right mid? He can't. I think we'll keep going for now with just those two changes. I think then I'm going to switch Sancho for Julian Brandt. So we'll have Julian Brandt at the right mid position and then drop Sancho for Guerrero, I do believe. They're the changes we're going to make as Lukaku looks to kick us off in this second half period. And the ball's going to be given straight back. Let's try and slide in. We've caught the player there. That was a nasty tackle. I didn't mean to. Here's Klosterman. Here's Delaney. Through there now to Witsel. Marlen wanting to go through the middle here. Marlen through on goal. Marlen to finish. Marlen does. It's 4-0. This is going to be a walk in the park. 4-0. What has happened to Inter Milan? Great ball through there from Witsel. Through to Marlen, who buries in the bottom left corner. This is men against boys right now. Men against boys. Van der Beek playing it through now to Witsel. Witsel lands one up on his right foot. It's a great strike. What a comfortable save for Handanovic. Nico Schultz coming across here. Kondreva, cheeky little back heel there. Into Buera, into Lukaku. It's over the bar. With 3 minutes to go, I'd like to try and keep this as a clean sheet if I could. Delaney going to head this one backwards now to Marlen. Nico Schultz is going to come for it. The referee's going to blow for full time. We keep a clean sheet. We beat Inter Milan. We bagged the 3 points in the group stage of the Champions League. And we do it in style, beating them 4-0. Absolutely outstanding performance from the black and yellows. Most importantly, that man there getting the match ball, Marco Reus. It was a cracking hat-trick from Marco Reus. Inside of the box, outside of the box, and a free kick. Absolutely outstanding player. And what a result to go on and beat Inter Milan 4-0. 11 shots, 8 on target. Inter Milan had 2 shots, none of them being on target. Marco Reus picks up man of the match with a 10.0 rating. Now let's get into the post-match interview. Here we go. Good questions, please. Great result there. Akanji is continuing his hot run of form. How satisfied are you with his performance today? Akanji is solid at the back of Hummels. He deserves all the praise. Let's keep him happy because he's playing fantastic for us at the moment. A hat-trick is something we rarely see nowadays. What is your take on Reus' performance? I've been asked this twice, and I do believe it's Reus that's got a hat-trick both times. Breathtaking performance indeed. We were expecting more of a competitive match out there. Or were we expecting a more competitive match out there today? Were you? Yeah, give them full credit. It was a hard match and we really upped our game. We went from first gear straight to fifth and just foot down. We just went for it. You're very welcome. Well, it's the big one up next. I take it, although I'm not a big Bundesliga, Dortmund, Bayern Munich fan, I think I'm right in saying that Dortmund versus Bayern Munich is like Liverpool versus Manchester United. It's not the local derby because I know obviously Dortmund's local derby is Schalke. We played them in the last episode. But Bayern Munich and Dortmund are the two that really go head-to-head, like Liverpool and Manchester City, or Liverpool and Manchester United. So I'm guessing I'm right in saying that this game up next is probably one of the biggest turning points in the Bundesliga. When these two clash, it's massive. And unfortunately right now, Bayern Munich are top of the Bundesliga, 10 played, 9 wins, 1 draw. So they're yet to lose. But the way we've just played, I'm hopeful if we play the same way as we did against Inter Milan, we could potentially be the first team to beat Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga, which would be massive. So what we're going to do now is we're going to attend the press conference. We'll then have a little look at the lineup. Unfortunately, with us only playing 2 or 3 days ago, I think we played 3 days ago, so we've only had a 2-day rest, meaning the starting 11 that we originally had against Inter Milan are not fully fit to play Bayern Munich. So some of them are unfit and some of them we've had to rotate. But let's get into the press conference, see what the media have to say. Then we'll look over the team and then we'll take on the German giant Bayern Munich. Here we go. This is a big one. Bayern versus Dortmund. Inconsistent results of lately are really testing your team's title ambitions. Can you arrest this slide by the end of the season? I don't feel like we've had a terror. I don't think we've lost ground, really. It won't be easy, but never is. I expect more from players. It's our responsibility to try. Yeah, we will certainly try. And I think, as I say, this was a turning point. If we lose to Bayern Munich, we know we're going to probably lose to Bayer Leverkusen again in the future. You're just about to start your match versus Bayern Munich, who occupies the top spot in the league. Are you confident? Yeah, we're confident. We are confident. We're coming off the back end of a 4-0 against Inter Milan here. We had a better team, made the best team win. It's an open match. Yeah, made the best team win. If Bayern Munich play well and they deserve to win, then they'll probably win. Bayer Leverkusen, we've played them twice. They've beat us twice. They've been the better team. You put the game beyond doubts last time. Congratulations. Do you reckon that your rival Bayern Munich is concerned at all? When did we play Bayern Munich? I think actually we played Bayern Munich in the... It's kind of like the... I'm just trying to think what it's called in the English football. It's called the Charity Shield. They call it the German Super Cup. And we did beat them. But we're going to concentrate less on the opponent. Just because we beat them once doesn't mean we'll beat them twice. So we're not going to focus on them. We're going to focus on what we've got to do. And that is get a very important win. As we now get into this game against Bayern Munich, you guys will see the lineup we are putting out against them. They've got Robert Lewandowski. They've got Coutinho. They've got a very, very strong team. Obviously, the last time these probably played last season, Matt Hummels was facing off against Dortmund. Now Matt Hummels is back at Dortmund. Unfortunately, though, not facing off against Bayern Munich in this game. Unfortunately, he wasn't fully fit. And you can see the likes of Paco Alcacer, Reus, Delaney, Akanji, Berkey. They're not fully fit. And as for the rest of the positions, we've had to rotate and bring in a new player to play in that position just to make sure we keep fitness throughout the team pretty fair and pretty rotated. But we have gone with Paco Alcacer up top in the striker position, Marco Reus a little behind in the central attacking midfield, then Guerra, Delaney, Bardi and Hazard through the midfield, Hakimi, Zagadou, Akanji and Piszczek at the back, with Roman Berkey between the sticks. Let's get into this game against Bayern Munich. We've just got a win at the start of today's episode. Can we get a win against Bayern Munich? Because that will put us in a great position to go on against SC Paderborn. Come on, Dortmund. We need to do this one for the fans. Need to do this one for the fans. It's not going to be easy, though. I think the front three, if I'm right in saying, is going to be on the right wing, Serge Gnabry, the ex-Arsenal man. Then Robert Lewandowski, the ex-Dortmund man, through the middle. And then on the left wing, probably Philippe Coutinho, the ex-Liverpool and Barcelona man. We're away from home, so we've only got a small portion of the stands covered in black and yellow for the travelling away fans of Dortmund. It's going to be tough, and it's that man there, Robert Lewandowski, that really worries me. As long as we keep him at arm's bay, I think we should be in for a great chance here. Win the ball. Here's Hakimi. Through the middle now to Bardi. Bardi through there now to Hazard. Through to Marco Reus. On his left foot. Marco Reus. It's a great save from Manuel Neuer to deny him. Manuel Neuer is screaming at his defenders. That was close. Marco Reus on his left foot. Put it across the face of goal. Manuel Neuer gets a hand to it and we've got a corner. Serge Gnabry now moving into the middle. Well done there, Enes Bardi. Here's Leon Goretzka coming forwards. Come on, Bardi. Keep going, son. Leon Goretzka eventually going to come away. Muller going to get the shot off. It's 1-0. We stopped Serge Gnabry. We stopped Leon Goretzka. We couldn't stop Thomas Muller. First chance Bayern Munich have had, and it's in the back of the net. See there, that tackle from MassiveBrad needed to be more. Comes through to Muller, and as he hit it, it was only bending away from Roman Berg. It was a great strike from Thomas Muller. And Bayern Munich take the lead in the 15th minute. We've really got to buck up our ideas now, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Delaney. Delaney over the far side now to Piszczek. Piszczek up to Hazard. Hazard on the inside now. Here comes MassiveBrad. Bardi going to play it on the inside for Marco Reus. We're not going to get that shot away. Here's Piszczek. Referee. The frustrating thing is we've played so well. We've played so well. We've had so many opportunities. Balls put in, balls in behind. Just haven't broke down. More not the fact the Bayern Munich defence, more Manuel Neuer. I mean, one shot, one on target. We've had two shots, one on target. We've played just as well as Bayern. Unfortunately, with their one shot, though, they made sure it ended up in the back of the net. But as we get the second half kicked off with Paco Alcacer, we're going to do our best to keep pushing here. I'm hoping it's only a matter of time before we do get through and put the ball in the back of the net. And it could happen right now as Torgan Hazard comes forward. Here comes Torgan Hazard, through on goal. Manuel Neuer's there, Reus is there. And Nicolas Sewell clears off the line. We're finding the pockets right now, unfortunately, just not able to pick them out, and that's a problem. Here comes Perisic, got to pull Berkey out. Perisic has gone for the chip. It's off the post, chase it. Serge Gnabry's there. I put the controller down. I've only got myself to blame there. Put the controller down, thinking it was going in from Perisic. It come off the post. I could have run a defender back, I didn't. 2-0 Bayern Munich. Going to take a lot to break them down now and pull this back. Got to be careful, and here comes Alaba now marching forwards. Let's take the ball off them if we can. Ball in now. Looking for a shot to come off. Akanji going to get that one. Nicely done. Here's Marco Reus up the line. To Paco Alcacer. Nicely done. Through now to Guerra. Guerra going to now run at these defenders. We're going to play it round to Hakimi. Hakimi going to get in behind. Come on, Hakimi. This is the chance, son. This is a chance to get a goal here. Going to pull it back. In now for Marco Reus. Onto his right foot. Marco Reus makes it 2-1. Grab the ball, Marco. Grab it and bring it back. Grab the ball and get back. Oh, look at that. The green screen's moving, and I'm glad we scored there. I've clocked it. It's 2-1. We're still in this game here. I think I need to make some changes, and it's probably Marco Reus that needs to come off, and I cannot afford to do that just yet. Great run from Hakimi. Plays it back to the penalty spot for Marco Reus to bend it in that bottom right corner. If anyone in this game is going to score the second, it's Marco Reus or Torgan Hazard. Here's Robert Lewandowski. Akanji going to take it off him. Nicely done. On the inside now. Paco Alcacer. Through to Reus. Reus going over the far side now to Guerra, who's going to try and get in behind. He's got it. Come on, Guerra. Nice little dink in. Edge of the box for Delaney to finish. Delaney's done it. It's 2-2. Come on. Yes. Yes. What a ball to Delaney on the edge of the box. And Delaney, calm and collected, on his left foot. Benny's in the net. It's 2-2. Let's go, Dortmund. Let's go. Come on, Dortmund. Ball in. Let's win the header. No, Leon Goretzka's going to bring it down to Thiago. It's going to come across now for Coutinho. Akanji now going to chase this one. Akanji going to cut back, going the inside to Julian Weigl. Nicely done. Weigl going over the far side now to Torgan Hazard. On the inside to Bardi. Bardi going to play it through there to Marlen. Is Marlen onside? No! Vigo's got to run there if Guerra's going to get in behind. Come on, Guerra. Keep going, son. Here he comes. Here he comes. Someone track back off him. Somebody track back. Ball in now. Going to turn him with Hazard. I'm not going to get there. Edge of the box for Weigl. Is Bardi. I've probably ruined this now. I'm going to try and get something from it. Here's Weigl. Oh, I've got no choices. Here's Hakimi. Delaney. Find it here, lads. Find it. Go through now. Hazard's rolled his man. Hazard coming forward. He's going to cut this back. Come on, Marlen. Stay on side. I cannot believe it. Oh, Marlen. That was the chance to take the win out, or the draw away from Bayern Munich. Here's Torgan Hazard going now. Marlen's wanting to go here. Let's go. Put it in for Marlen. It's too much of a heavy ball. Emmanuel Neuer's going to collect that one. Unless we win this header and do something with this ball right now, I really don't know how we're going to get anything from it. Here's Weigl, and as we look to turn and go, the referee has handed Bayern Munich a lifeline. I am going straight down the tunnel. We do very, very well to come back there, but to not get the win. How did Marlen miss that cutback? 2-0 down, and we fought back to 2-2. And we have 2 or 3 good chances at the end of the game. Look at that. 5 shots for Bayern, 4 on target. We had 7 shots, 5 on target. Rafael Guerra picks up man of the match with an 8.9 rating. Let's get into the post-match interview. I'm honestly coming away from that game thinking we should have won. That Marlen shot shouldn't have gone wide. It should have ended up beating Manuel Neuer between the sticks. It doesn't. And we only manage a point. Gutted about that one. Gutted. Akanji has continued. Akanji was solid for us. Akanji played very well. Considering he wasn't paired up. He was paired up with Zagadou, not Hummels. He still played very well. Borussia Dortmund is unbeaten so far in the Bundesliga. That's not true, so we'll just say we're not obsessed with that. We have been beaten. At half time, did you expect a draw? Yeah, I expected at least a draw. Being 2-0 down, I at least wanted something out of the game. Frustrating draw there against Bayern Munich. We were away from home, so a point is what we'll have to take. Well, with us not having many rest days between the games, we finally got a solid week of rest, and still some of our players are not fully fit. Now, looking at the fact SC Paderborn are not one of the best teams in the Bundesliga, and if we take a little look where they are, they're currently 17th in the relegation zone. I'm feeling confident that regardless of the A/B/T/rotated team that we play, we should really get the win. We also still sit in a Champions League position in the top 4. If Wolfsburg are to drop any points for their 12th game and we are to beat Paderborn, we should move it up to 3rd position. We're not going to be able to catch FC Bayern Munich in today's episode, or Bayer Leverkusen, who have now taken, or retaken should I say, the lead in the Bundesliga table. So because Bayern drew against us 2-2, Bayer Leverkusen obviously took the advantage there of winning the game and going 1 point above them. So we now end today's episode, potentially, depending on how they get on in the next game, with a new league leader. I'd like to say that that's us, but unfortunately right now it's not. We started off a little bit shaky and I had to get used to the team, but I feel like we're in great form. I'm sure you guys, as well as if any of you are Dortmund fans, will be loving what I'm currently doing with the team. I'm feeling very comfortable what we're doing with the team. But before we get into this game at home against SC Paderborn, apologies if I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's too late, guys. By the time you're seeing it, I've already recorded it, but Paderborn is where we're going. We have had an email in from our scout. Jürgen Rathman has sent us a scouting report for this month, which we are looking at a goalkeeper thanks to Niall. So we'll take a little look. So all we want to look at, guys, if you play FIFA and you're not always sure what to look at, you don't want to look at the overall. You want to look at the potential, then come back to the overall. So 74 to 94. Really, if they were going to hit the 90s, you'd expect them to at least be overall 60 to 70 odd. So we'll leave him there for now and see how he goes. He's only 15, you see, he's still very young, and we'll see how he goes over the next couple of months. 63 to 85 with 45 to 61 is a no-go, so we will reject this player. 78 to 94, that's what you want to see. So there's 74 to 94, but his overall currently now is between 43 and 57. If you look at the overall of Bjorn Engel, it's 52 to 70. So he's looking a lot better. Bjorn Engel is looking a much better player than Newman. Hoffman, 56 to 74, no go. And finally, 80 to 94, that's what we want to see. Lewis Baumann is who we want to be seeing. 6'4", left-footed. He's the tallest out of all the players right now. Although if we look, Engel has got a lot better stats. A lot better stats. He's got ones in the lighter green in goalkeeper diving, kicking, handling. So I think what we'll do is we'll leave them 3 on the list for Rathman to keep scouting, and we'll just see how the potential goes, because if the potential of Newman drops to 74 to 80, then he's not someone we want to be looking at. We want to be looking at least a 90 potential overall. And I'm thinking he looks very, very good, Lewis Baumann. 80 potential, so the lowest rating he can become is 80, which isn't bad, and the highest is 94. He could be an 87, 88 overall keeper. So we may well look at signing him, or at least signing him up to the youth team in the next episode. We'll have a little look at the next episode and see if he's grown anymore. But thank you very much, Rathman. Very happy with the scouting you're doing so far. There's 3 potential players that we may sign there. But up next, we've got the game against SC Paderborn, and this is the lineup we are putting out. We've gone with Paco Alcacer up top in the striker position. We normally have Marco Reus in the central attacking midfield, but he needs a well and truly deserved rest. He's played absolutely fabulous for us in today's episode, and he continues his hot run of form, but I've had to rotate him with Mario Goethe to give him a little bit of a break. So now Goethe comes in at the central attacking midfield role. We've then got Brandt, Delaney, Bardi and Hazard through the midfield. Hakimi, Zagadou, Soyuncu and Klosterman at the back, with Roman Berkey between the sticks. Let's get into the simulated game. I'm expecting a win. We're at home. We're in great form right now. Can we make it happen? Players warming up. We beat them 1-0 and we score in the 89th minute. Well, that is too close for comfort. Mario Goethe picks up a yellow card in the 15th minute. Zielinski picks up a yellow card for SC Paderborn in the 41st. Then we finish the first half with only 2 yellow cards. They are the only highlights from the first half. In the second half, we bring Marco Reus on for Mario Goethe in the 59th. We then don't bring any more players on. It's all then SC Paderborn, with Erasmus coming on for, I'm not even sure how you pronounce his name, Holtman coming on, and Mamba coming on also in the 79th. And then Julian Brandt late on in the 89th. We nearly dropped points and only managed to get 1 point, but instead, thanks to Julian Brandt scoring in the 89th minute, we bagged those 3 important points and hopefully may have moved us up the table a little bit more. And spoiler alert, we've already now been unrevealed our 5th game in our group stage Champions League, and that is going to be away from home against Barcelona. Barcelona did, as I predicted, beat Slavia Prague in their last game, like we beat Inter Milan, meaning us and Barca currently sit on 9 points at the top of the table, and Inter Milan and Slavia Prague at the bottom with 3. Now, if we manage to beat Barcelona, because Inter Milan and Slavia Prague are now going to play each other, Inter Milan are probably going to win that, moving them up to 6. If we lose and stay on 9, and then Inter Milan win their final game, which will be against Barcelona, which I don't think they will, but if they were to win it, they could match the amount of points we're on. So realistically, if we manage to get a draw against Barcelona or a win, it means we can simulate that last game against Slavia Prague, because we'll be guaranteed a top 2 place in our group stage, meaning we're going through to the knockout stages of the Champions League, which is exactly where we want to be. But let's take a look at the end of today's episode, exactly what the games are going to be in the next episode. We first kick off against Barcelona for our 5th game in the group stage of the Champions League. We then take on Hertha BSC away from home in the Bundesliga. We then move into the Christmas month of December, where on the 7th we take on Dusseldorf at home. Now, I'm not too sure, so I'm going to remember Dusseldorf and Hertha BSC. I'm going to see who is higher in the league, because we also want to take a little look at the league before we end today's episode to see if we still sit in 4th position. So as we go up to the Bundesliga, we have now moved up to 3rd position. Wolfsburg lost their 12th game, I do believe. Let's take a little look on the right. Look for Wolfsburg. They drew 1-1, meaning they gained 1 point onto 26. We, of course, won our game 1-0, which I was very happy about. We've now moved up to 3rd. We're a point clear on Cologne. I think that's how you pronounce it. Cologne or Kern. I think it's Kern, actually. FC Kern, I do believe that's how you pronounce it. We currently sit 5 points behind FC Bayern Munich, and currently 6 points behind Bayer Leverkusen. Now, Bayern are still yet to lose a game, whereas Leverkusen have lost 1 game but drawn none. So it is a big, big fight right now. As for goal difference, Bayer and Leverkusen are absolutely flying. But Hertha BSC, I can see, are in 7th position. And who was the other team we play? It wasn't Frankfurt, was it? It was Dusseldorf down in 16th position. So from what I take from that, we'll play the Barcelona game. We'll play the game against Hertha BSC, which I do believe the Liverpool player Marko Grujic was on loan there last season. Maybe also this season. Hertha BSC rings a bell with a loanee player from Liverpool. And then, of course, we'll simulate the game against Dusseldorf, who have got a very similar logo to FC Mainz mixed with Frankfurt. It's very similar. But yeah, we will be simulating that game against Dusseldorf. Now, something I have to make you guys aware. I'm hoping that you're seeing this on Monday, the 16th of December. But unfortunately, on Friday, I only just managed to get an episode up for you guys. I do believe it was a Liverpool episode, I do believe. But the reason I say I'm hoping it's going to be up is my internet provider is currently down. So I don't have internet. There's plenty of other ways that I should be able to upload, whether that's me hotspotting from my phone or Wi-Fi in the office or wherever else I need to be. But usually I tend to upload and record from the studio. Now, I'm not sure whether the internet is going to be back up and running tomorrow. We do have a maintenance engineer coming out between, I think, 4 and 7. But that doesn't mean it's going to be fixed on time for the video to get up. Hopefully you guys are seeing it, and hopefully it has been sorted. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. And if you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below if you're new around here. Click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with friends and family. And I've been Massive Brad. Peace out.